Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have 4 new knives to share with you all. I have a new configuration, another new configuration, one that's been miniaturized in a brand new model. I've already taken them out of the box. We're going to get into them, see if we like them, go over them really quick, and all that's going to start right now. I hope you're having a fantastic day because I am, and this is not the first one I'm going to show you, but this is the big version. This is the Accelerator. It is a big boy. So check out the new, oh yeah, look at this. It's the Artisan Cutlery Mini Accelerator. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its acceleratorness. And look at that beautiful pivot collar. Oh my gosh. And we have some frag pattern on some titanium. A little bit of texture vision for you. Oh yeah, look at that texture, baby. And look back here. We have a back spacer that matches that pivot collar. And there is a spot for a lanyard. So all you lanyard lovers will be pleased. It has a nice, solid titanium clip. And I do kind of like that. You know, what is that, a dollar sign? Supposed to put some money in there. And this is a frame lock. It's a very good looking frame lock. You ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, yeah. And this is S90 blade steel, baby. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it is so good. You know, I think the only thing that could make this any better is if that were a hollow grind. Could you imagine? And let's take a look here. There you go. S90V. And going down this side, you see how pretty? See how nice it is? Now, I'm going to tell you, it has good action. It's nice and smooth. It's very, very flickable. It's reverse flickable, and also, as long as you don't have your finger over here holding down the lock bar, you can use your thumb to open it up like that. Oh yeah, I like it. It's super nice. It's what you would expect with S90V and titanium. You get quality materials, and then look it up here. It is centered, and it's a medium-sized knife. My hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. Now here's a couple comments on the ergos on this knife. It's a very slender knife this direction. It's not very high. So I'm wanting a little bit more. That's just my personal preference. It is a little skinny on the grip. Now, however, the grip is good. There are no hot spots. It doesn't really fill my hand out a whole lot. The handle is kind of small in comparison with the blade size. And I'm not nitpicking. I'm just saying what I've noticed. It does have a harpoon shape. Look at this. Now, this is something I can tell you, it feels so good. See how this just wraps around the contour of my hand, and then my index finger fits right up there in that poon. Don't you like it when your finger fits in the poon? And then there's a secondary poon back here for your thumb. Now it is constrictive because they force your fingers into this area. Now because it doesn't have a back flipper, you can choke up and get your fingers up here, which is a little odd unless you have your fingers where they want them. So this would be a nitpick with me personally. This, I believe, would fit medium-sized hands much, much better. Now, besides the fact that they're forcing your fingers to go, see your 2 middle fingers go here, and then these 2 fingers go here. They're forcing you, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, not necessarily a good thing, depends on your preference. Now here's a look at the jimping. It's pretty good jimping. It's not as grippy or grabby as I would prefer, but it does help. It does do the job, but you have plenty of room stopping you back here from doing any slips. But if you see right here, my thumb, it's slipping just a little bit, but other than that, this is a knife collector's knife, a knife enthusiast knife. It is gorgeous, and it is very, very lightweight. It's 7.5 inches overall. It's only 4.25 inches when it's closed, and it has a 3.23 inch blade. This one is very nice, very, very nice. And to give you a quick size comparison, if you have the Accelerator, this bad boy, this big boy right here, look at that. Oh, it's so tiny in comparison. This one right here, XL hands can handle this one with no problems at all. And if you were wondering what it looked like next to the Pyite, this is the Pyite. There you go. Now that'll give you a really good perspective of the size of this knife, because you can look at the picture and say, oh my gosh, that thing's giant. No, this one's giant. This one's more along the handle length of the Pyite. And now let me show you a brand new model, and that would be this one right here. This is the CJRB Space Cowboy. Would you look at it? And all of its cowboyness. Let's see if I can get up here and show you a little bit of texture vision on these scales. The G10 is very grippy. It's not over grippy. It's not under grippy. It's just right. And if you can't tell, this is made, or is a collaboration with Ferrum Forge. This screams fair and forged when you look at it. This is a smaller knife. Here it is next to, where's the Pyite? Here's the Pyite. This is a small to medium sized knife. You can see it is smaller than the Pyite. So if you think the Pyite's small, then this one's gonna be extra small. Now here's a couple things I've noticed about this one already. I've had it out, I've been messing with it, and you can see it's very flippy. It has good action. It has good blade retention. I'm not getting bounce out. So that is a major plus. The blade steel on this is AR RPM 9. And here's something else. So the jimping, although there is adequate amounts of jimping, it is soft. It's diggy, 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 diggy. It's soft. My finger just kind of slides across it. It doesn't have the aggression that I personally prefer. And here's another thing, I would call this maybe a nitpick or an oddity. If you see up here, you have this choil, but because of the shape of the flipper tab, when I put my finger up here, the flipper tab, this, the top of this, that reminds me of the shark fin right there. That shark fin kind of just pokes me right in the finger, and it makes me not want to use that forward choil at all. It's just not comfortable anywhere where I put my finger. So maybe that's not the purpose of this forward choil, but that is definitely, I would call that a hot spot. Now, taking the hot spot away, the sound, the action, the function of the knife are all really good. Left and right, up and down, it is absolutely solid. Here's a look at your centering. It is very centered. And check out, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's so shiny. Look at those liners. They look so good. And this is a deep carry pocket clip, very deep carry. It is not a reversible, so no lefty love. Now here's your ergos. When I put my hand all the way around it, the thing that I'm feeling on this bad boy is that pocket clip. I would say this is another knife for small to medium sized hands. I would definitely not necessarily recommend this for large hands, because when I'm holding it like this, that pocket clip, if you can see there, that is the only thing making contact with the center of my hand. Now, of course, if I went with this grip, it wouldn't be as bad, but all of this business right here, this edge and this edge right here is just sticking way out. I'm not sure what they were thinking on this one in particular. Not my favorite. So I think if I had a medium-sized hand, then the pocket clip would go past my hand like that, and it would be a very comfortable knife. But yeah, I'm just not my style, but I can't say that it's not a good knife. I would just say that if you have larger hands, you may not enjoy this as much as someone with a small to medium-sized hand. But everything else about it, the fit, the finish, the action, the quality, everything is there. Plus, this is less than 50 bucks. You can get a fair and forged design from CJRB for $49 here. So I think that's a good deal. And here is another El Primo edition of, oh yeah, look at that baby. Now this one, I'm digging this one. Can you dig it? This is the CJRB Echo in titanium. Oh yeah. This kind of reminds me, I don't know why, but it kind of makes me think of Spider-Man or a web, the way it kind of radiates and comes out. It feels so good in the hand. And check it out. They did it on both sides. If it wasn't on this side, I would have been like, wah, wah. But they did. They put that nice texturing, that milling on the titanium on both sides. It doesn't have a reversible clip, but it does have the nice titanium clip that's milled. And you can change these out with different colored clips that they sell on their website. The Echo is a fantastic knife. Look at that. Oh, yes. It works so well. It's so clean. Here's a little bit of acoustics. You hear how nice that is? It's so crispy. It has decent edge or decent blade retention. Hold that blade in from bouncing out. I like that. It is multiple deployment. You have a button lock, you have a thumb hole, and you have the front flipper. The front flipper is nice and high, so you get a lot of leverage over top of the pivot, so it's very easy to roll around with your thumb. You can slow roll it or give it a nice swack. And the reverse flick is really good, and the thumb flick. This thumb hole actually works as a thumb flicker. And the ergos on this one are very good. I have no complaints on the ergos. There's no jimping up here, so if there's no jimping, I don't have any jimping to complain about. But this one's pretty good. You could just feel the edge of the pocket clip just a little bit, but it's not too hateful. And let's see, what do we have written over here? Oh yeah, look at that. Ray Laconico, baby. I tend to like Ray Laconico knives. They're slender, and by the way, these scales are slightly contoured, a little bit rounded for your pleasure. And yeah, this is a good one. I like it. This is one that will be in my pocket. This, from tip to tip, is 7.48 inches. Closed, it's 4.25 inches, and the blade is 3.23 inches long. It's a premium knife with premium materials. I really like it. It's lightweight. This is a total win. If you're a knife enthusiast and you want to put in a couple bucks to get you a really nice one, this would be for you. Now, last but not least, hey, I have links in the description and in the comment section to all the knives in this video, and there might be discounts going on. As a matter of fact, I think there's a holiday sale going on right now, so you definitely want to go check those out. Now, you all have seen this mini Pyite, and you've seen this mini Pyite, and then you've seen this mini Pyite, and then you've seen, of course, I've been showing you a couple times here, this is the original Pyite. So these are the minis. I recommend these for everyone. This is the kind of knife everyone will use. It will fit everyone's hands. It'll go in your fifth pocket in your jeans. And this is one of the latest. I don't know why this makes me think of McDonald's. I don't know if it's just because of the coloration or what, but who in the office is going to be freaked out when you pull out a knife like this? Now, if you take into consideration the looks and the fun factor for knife enthusiasts, you've got that. And then also, if you have a significant other and they're not really into knives, you get them this. How can they pass this up, putting this in their purse or putting this in their fifth pocket or their back pocket? And I really like the colorways. It really goes pow right in the kisser, and it's just as flickable as the other ones. And these are one of my top all-time gift knives for 2023. I've been telling people, if you want to gift someone a knife, even if they're not a knife person, everyone can figure out that you push the button and open it, and you don't have to. You can just open it, but to close it, everyone can figure out that you push the button to close it. They can open it two-handed. They don't have to do the whole swing it open or the reverse flick. So that is a brand new configuration of the mini Pyite. I think it is very cool. Now, I want to know, tell me, what do you think about all these cool variations and configurations that are out from all these knives from CJRB and Artisan? They are definitely hitting the market for all of the different knife enthusiasts and all the styles that people like. And I know there's a lot of Ferrum Forge lovers out there. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications. That way you won't miss the live stream. That's when we give away a bunch of knives and we have a lot of fun. You'll have to come and check it out every Friday night. So go watch this video. You're really going to enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the live stream or the comments, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.